Indianapolis Colts have just made a very interesting move, trading Zaire Franklin, a former Pro Bowl linebacker, to the Green Bay Packers. He is getting up there in age. He's not coming off the greatest season in the world. But Colby Wooden is a very interesting player. I feel like the Colts didn't necessarily desperately need an interior defensive lineman, but Colby Wooden is solid right here in the run game. You're going to see him strong arm this guard, and he's going to do a really good job reading, reacting to where the running back is going in the backfield, disengaging and cleaning this play up in the backfield for a negative 1 yard loss, right? So Colby Wooden, again, interesting player. Do I think they needed him? No, unless they plan on making a move, or if you want to play him at defensive end, you have Kwity Paye and Tyquan Lewis expected to hit the market, as well as Samson Ebukam, right? So if you want to play him at defensive end, which he is big enough to play defensive end, a 4-3 defense, right? So I do think there is the possibility where he fits kind of right in to potentially being a starter or just a rotational piece. Either way, not a terrible fit, but you do give up Zaire Franklin. Jermaine Pratt is a free agent. Buddy Johnson is a free agent. So now you're in a spot where you got Austin. I don't even know who this is. I'm going to be honest with you. You guys know more about him than I do. I don't know. Is he the guy next year? Maybe. You got Jalen Carlisle's. Again, I don't know. John Bullock. I just don't know some of these guys, and that's okay. That's okay. They'll probably go out and draft a guy or bring in someone free agency. There's got to be some sort of plan. But what I did want to do was kind of come in here and break down some of this Colby Wooden film. So we're going to do a couple of plays, hit the like button, give me a letter grade. Because I'm not so knowledgeable on the linebackers, I'm going to give this a C+. I like Colby Wooden. I think he could be a fine player, and maybe in the new system, he gets better, right? So we'll see what happens. Let's dive into some film. Another solid play in run defense. One thing I do really like about him is his positional versatility. He can line up at times, not a lot, okay? Do not get me wrong here. He can, if you really need him to, probably on passing downs. In a 0 technique, he can line up in a 1, he can line up in a 2-eye, he can line up in a 2, maybe even a 3 technique. So he does have positional versatility where he can pretty much line up anywhere along this defensive line and give you some sort of production depending on what down and what the distance is. But right here, you see him line up right on the outside shoulder of the center. He's going to slide over to a 2-eye on the inside shoulder of the guard, and he's ultimately going to, once again, engage. Eyes are on the backfield. Look at this. Eyes on the backfield, reading and reacting. If the running back wants to go up here, we're going to disengage. If you want to break this to the outside, we're going to have to get over there and disengage. So that's what he does. Eyes are on the backfield. He disengages, rips through, and goes and make a play. Running back picks up maybe a yard. So in run defense, I have seen a lot of good things with Colby Wooden to actually become a damn good player. And again, you can look at his stats. They're not going to look good, right? I mean, I don't take PFF like literally. You can take with a grain of salt, sure. When you look at these numbers, you're going to be like, oh my God, who did we just trade for, right? Doesn't look great. It does not look great at all. I'll be honest with you. But there is potential there. There is a lot of potential. He's only 25 years old. He's got years to develop, right? And I do think he has shown potential to be a good player. As a pass rusher, again, he's not going to be the best thing in the world, and I will say I do like him more on the interior of the defensive line than I do maybe as a 5 or a 7 technique. I don't think he's great in those specific situations because maybe of the lack of speed. I do think he's more of an interior guy, especially if you utilize him in chip or stunt situations. As you're going to see here, you're going to see basically Quay Walker, I believe, is going to kind of get stood up by Kyle Monungai, but what ultimately happens is he hits the inside guard. We loop around through that A-gap. It's kind of like a stunt that really wasn't a stunt. Just works out in their favor, flushes the quarterback outside the pocket, and does force a throwaway. So, is Colby Wooden going to change everything here for them? Probably not. Is he a good, solid pickup with potential? Yes. And Zaire Franklin was starting to decline in production. I do think Zaire Franklin fits well alongside Edgerrin Cooper, so I kind of like it for them, for Green Bay, and hopefully just has a good year. But as for the Colts and Colby Wooden, again, I don't see him playing too much nose tackle. I don't see him playing defensive tackle over DeForest Buckner unless they trade him. So I guess he just slots in as a backup unless they really like him as an edge rusher, which I don't think he's a perfect edge rusher. It's interesting. I can't wait to see what they do with him, but hit the like button, subscribe, join the family, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.